Hello, this is Professor Michael Adams from the School of Law at the University of Western Sydney. I thought I'd show you some quick ways to find cases and legislation through AustLII, the Australasian Legal Information Institute, to link into the James Hardie example we've done in Introduction to Law, that is part of lecture number 6. So this is my screen desktop within the computer, and I'm going to use Google Chrome. I could also be using Internet Explorer. Both of them are valid. First of all, if we go to the AustLII website, which obviously we can just type in AustLII, and there it occurs. It's worth remembering here within the databases, I know, and I'm sure you know, this is a Commonwealth case we're looking for. We're going to look for the High Court decision. We would have the citation already written down. In particular, we're going to be looking at a 2012 decision of the High Court of Australia, number 17 and number 18. This information would be found through other research tools or reference in your textbook. We're going to go to the High Court, and now remember there are more than one way to do this process. I'm just showing you one particular example. So it's a Commonwealth law, it's a High Court decision. So we click on that and we can see we could search by its name if we knew the name. So ASIC, or the Australian Companies and Securities Commission, against Helicar, and the separate case against Saffron. Or if we don't know the letters, of course there is a search engine we could use. We could go to the date, so 2012, and you'll see it's done in months. So February, March, April, May, and there we can actually see ASIC, Australian Securities and Investment Commission, against Helicar, and then it also names Brown and Gilfillian and all the other non-executive directors, and that is the 17th case that the High Court heard in 2012 on the 3rd of May. And you see the following cases in Saffron against ASIC, which is the 18th case. So I'll click on the non-executive case, the Helicar case, and there it is found in one go, and the whole judgment is there, as you can see, referring to all the various aspects of the decision and the catchwords and the various parties. You'll notice that there's a hyperlink to the various provisions. So the Corporations Act, which I'm going to click and show you. And there's the whole Corporations Act, which obviously is the key part of the legislation. I'm using the back button to show that if I wanted to look at section 180, subsection 1, the key director's duty provision, I can click on that and it takes me immediately to that particular section. You could also use the notes up provision to see if there are any cases or any other aspects on this. So this is where other cases have been referred to, and there could be other academic articles, and you can see there's a whole range of cases which can be used, and it's a very deep database. I'll come to LawSite in a moment. You can actually, starts off by citation frequency, so how many times this case has occurred. You could actually do it by date order if you wanted to, giving you the most recent first and the oldest cases and things later. And you can choose whether the earliest first or the latest first, it's up to you. Or even by database. So where these different decisions are held, you can see them very easily operating across the various aspects. So you can see from the Administrative Appeals Tribunal, the Family Court, etc., the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and then if you wanted to particularly just look at the High Court of Australia, we could click on that, number 8, you can see there, and there are 6 decisions where that initial section 180 has been recently referred to in the context that we're looking, and that could help you in your trail of information. I'm going to go back to the AustLII homepage to show you LawSite. LawSite is an add-on to AustLII. It is a very sophisticated ability to search across the database to get information, to get decisions. So now I do know the decision, but we're going to follow but ASIC, and you see it already gives some suggestions of major cases that you might think it to be. So one of these may pop up for you as a particular answer or suggestion. What is interesting, of course, is the proper name is the Australian Securities Investment Commission, so it is actually longer than that, but it's often abbreviated to just ASIC. And I'm then going to look at McDonald, because that was the first case that I used. Number 11 comes up as a suggestion, and then I'm going to click on the search, and it will come up with the particular case, and you can see there's one case that matches it, which is there. You can see its full citation, which includes the neutral citation on OSLI, but also the authorised law report. So 2009 volume 256 of the Australian Law Reports and page 199. You can see that it was in the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and you can see that it has also is in Australia, New South Wales, and the date of the decision was the 23rd of April 2009, and it is full text on OSLI. You can also see that an article was written, an academic article called this by name, and it is in the 33rd volume of the Melbourne University Law Review by Anil Hargovan, who is an academic at the University of New South Wales, and in fact one of my co-authors in Australian corporate law with Jason Harris. So he obviously wrote an article. So again, you can just click on that case and it would come up with all the other cases referred to in that decision and other academic articles. And ironically, you can see the top one there, Australian Corporate Law Reform or Evolution by myself, Michael Adams. You'll see Michael Duffy wrote. Then you can see there's another article there that I wrote earlier. And then Neil's article that was already referred to, and Vicky Como's article, and Michael Legg's article. So you can see there's a real reference there. You can see the legislation that was cited and other cases and articles that were cited as part and parcel. So it's a very deep database that you can use. From there you could actually go up to the High Court decision if you were interested. So you could actually click the Saffron and ASIC decision. You can see all the cases it refers to, and you could click and bring up the actual decision itself. There's the Saffron decision, which is the other half of this High Court case. You can go back and you can find any articles. Now let's look at the one by myself, which is 2012 in the ARS 1. So we click on it, and this will give you the actual article is there, and also all the legislation referred to, and any other cases. All these cases are actually referred to in the particular in the particular article. They're the relevant sections. So to actually look at the article, click, and there it is with the background to what it is about and what was said and structured, and notice all the hyperlinking involved. All of this is available for free. Within the university database, of course, if you go to the university's homepage and through the library, there's even more information that is available. This was just an example. I hope you found it a useful way to see how to find legislation. The app based on the iPads is also very effective. This is on a PC. I just wanted to show you the variety. I hope you found it useful. All the best.